you have new clients. Number 2, your clients are going to try an amazing product. Number 3, she's going to feel great just by being in your company. And number 4, she may want to hang out with you. So everything happens at a skincare appointment and a class, okay? So, and of course, as that I had just said, all right, there are only 2 biggest components of a class. It is the opening and it is the close. What happens in the middle just happens, okay? What do you need to become precise on is your opening and your close. Everything in the middle is in your flip chart, okay? So therefore, number 1, you arrive on time. Number 1, you arrive on time. If my class is at 7 o'clock, I leave my house at 6 o'clock, promptly. I could be around the corner, or I could be down in Portugal Cove, or half an hour drive away. It does not matter. I leave my house at 6. Okay? Then I arrive, I knock on the door, I'm looking sharp. I do not have a cumbersome bunch of stuff with me that I need her husband to come out in the car to help me bring in. That's a negative aspect about your business. Very negative. Okay? So you should be entering with your bag, all right, with the starter kit bag. And for me, I have a pink Rubbermaid. Now, it's not the great big 25-liter one that, that of course our Christmas decorations go in, okay? It fits 4, all right, Cadillac bags and some extra products. So I don't know what liter it is anyway. You don't need to know that, but okay, you know what I'm talking about, okay? And I have my little folder that I forgot last night, but I have it here for you this morning for you to know everything, that I keep everything in. Okay, so that's all I take with me. I'm looking sharp. There's no lipstick on my teeth. And the first thing I do is I actually enter her house with a warm greeting, instantly. I shake her hand. If I know her very well, she gets a hug. Okay? Then I set up around my table. And as I'm setting up around my table, she could be having muffins in the oven. One time a lady was making homemade bread when I got there. Another time a lady's making apple pies, because you remember, your hostess, she got somebody coming, and she's just like every one of us. She wants her house clean. She wants, to have a nice dessert, or she wants a nice punch, whatever it is. But while I'm setting up the table, I'm talking to her, okay? I'm getting to know her a little bit more. Because I probably might have learned that she's really nervous about tonight. She's probably going to see a couple of girlfriends that she hasn't seen in a long time. Or she probably might want to say, like, of course, you get talking and you learn more about her, all right, then, from a woman's perspective. And you all know what I mean by that, okay? And then after that, I'll say to her, is there anybody coming here tonight, Kim, that you feel may want to do what I do? And she'll say, yes, my love, I think so-and-so has a great personality. She's a lot like you, actually. I said, really? Or so-and-so, yeah, she really loves makeup. I'll say, okay, great. So whatever name that she tells me, that name is going to stay in my head. Okay? So why? Because I'm there to enrich. Okay? So therefore, everybody all arrives. All right? The first thing that happens is that my table is all done right. And I know that, of course, the newer ladies haven't seen that done yet. But, of course, you will see that done. Okay? And again, I'm all about presentation. And I have only a couple minutes to make a good impression on those ladies around me. So therefore, I am making an amazing impression, so much so that she will never forget me. So much so that she'll always want to hang out with me. Okay? So therefore, we all start. Everybody fills out a customer profile, which I never had last night. But I have them this morning. Bear with me. Yeah. I should have known they were in the very first folder. Your customer profile. I'm in this business a long time, and normally I can look at a face and I can tell what you need, but that's because I'm experienced in it. But you can't do that yet. So you must rely on this. This is your best friend at every appointment, whether it is a one-on-one or whether it is a class. But you need this in many ways because, for starters, she fills out her name and address. She ticks off her age. You don't know a thing about her skin, right? You just met her. But when this is all completed, you have a guide as to what her face needs. Okay? So therefore, and I want to talk a little bit about this because I wanted to do it last night, but I never had it in front of me. Okay, this form here is instrumental to your PCP program and to your second appointment. Because she answered questions in number 4 that you can use when you see her on the second follow-up facial appointment. Okay? On the back of it is where she writes her referrals down, which I think one of you ladies are going to cover here today. Okay? So this here is like gold to me. And they are your property. When you leave, you take these with you. Okay? So, alrighty, that's that. So here we are when the class is all happening. So I want to show you how I open up a class. It's a little bit different from the flip chart, but the number 1 lady in Mary Kay taught the 3 of us, and she's a millionaire, and she has been the number 1 lady in all of Mary Kay. So if she taught me something, do you think I'm going to question if it works? No. So I'm going to show you how we were taught how to open up a class. Okay? So basically, for starters, I always thank my hostess Tammy for of course having me into her home here tonight. All right, Tammy is entitled to some hostess benefits here tonight, as well as a little gift from me. So at that time, I have a gift. Normally, it is a hand cream or an eyeshadow, and I have it wrapped in a nice bag with nice fluffy tissue paper. Again, it's about the presentation. Okay, and then I hand it to her. I do that because her guests also see that, and now they're thinking, maybe I should host a class. I wonder what's in that bag. Okay, we're all women, right? That's how we all think. Okay? So then, of course, we introduce each other. I ask them to tell me who they are and how do they know the hostess. One is her co-worker, one is her sister, one is her neighbor, and one is a future sister-in-law. Perfect. Okay? So then I tell them a little bit about Mary Kay, which is all in your flip chart, and then you have to tell them about you. You have to tell them about you. And when you do all that, okay, now you're ready. So this is what I want to teach you today. So ladies, in Mary Kay, everybody is entitled to 2 free facials. 2, okay? You are going to receive one here tonight, and then in about a couple of weeks up the road, I'd like to see you again because I want to do a checkup from the neck up. I want to ensure that the products are working for your skin. Remember, that's why Mary Kay Cosmetics offers 100% actually refund on the purchase if you are not totally satisfied. And believe me, I want you to be totally satisfied. So I cannot wait to meet you. Okay? So we believe in it so much that if I do not offer you a follow-up facial here today, I will give you $100 in free makeup of whatever you want. Now, I'm not going to say the next sentence to the class, but I'm going to say it to you. Do you really think I've ever given this out?
Oh.
No. Has anybody here ever given it out?
No.
No. Do you know why we haven't given it out?
Because you make sure you offer it.
We make sure we offer it numerous times throughout the night. Matter of fact, it's mentioned in the flip chart. It refers to it as a mineral makeover appointment. Because the first appointment here tonight is for you to learn how to care for your skin. Okay? We're not going to do very much makeup here tonight because I want to focus on our skin care. Okay? But when I meet with you in a couple weeks for a mineral makeover, we're going to play with some color. We're going to do some extra supplements. And I can't wait. As a matter of fact, looking at you here now tonight, I already know what I want to do with you. God, I can't wait. So that's how you open a class. Your opening is done. So any questions on this so far? No? Got it down pat? You will have it down pat. You will, right? Yeah. So that's how to open a class. But I gotta go back a little bit to the customer profile. Not enough of you avail of the best advertising tool in Mary Kay Cosmetics. It's called the Preferred Customer Program. We make it short, we call it PCP. Okay? I talk about this. As the ladies are filling out their customer profile, I talk about this. And I talk about, I don't always call it my PCP program, because that mightn't really resonate with them, but these initials do. VIP. My VIP program, I offer a tremendous, I'm gonna talk to these girls simply because, or is it good for the camera? Okay, I'm gonna talk to these girls because I'm making them that you girls are at my skincare class, okay? So, I love my VIP program. Oh, you're gonna love it as well. You know what it means? You will get my new lookbook, all right, at the beginning of every season, and you get it early because you're so special, even before our consultants get it at times, okay? There's always free samples in it, and you're the first one to know about the new products. And it's a free of charge, and I always give little extra perks when you are on my VIP list. So, all right, should you want me to offer this and add this free service for you, make sure to give me your complete name and address here on your customer profile, okay? Perfect? Okay. Always talk about your VIP service, okay? So, that's your opening. I think that's all I had to talk about.
It is